UN, United Nations, failed. UN, United Nations, why it's failed? So we have a great track record of United Nations resolving many national, international issues in relationships to security, health, etc. But still, we appreciate it, but still it failed in keeping the nations together, resolving the many issues in between nations. So in 1945, they have proposed in July, let's have UN Charter, let's have some United Nations, because up to by that time, nations got affected by World War I, World War II. Then they thought that let's have United Nations where we can resolve some issues so that we can avoid World War, so that we can avoid some conflicts in between nations. Not just two, three, multiple nations. Every time we see when there is an issue comes, some nations support, some other nations they dispose. It is just like a debate. It is just like a gully fight. Yes, it is like just like a street fight. When there is a match, cricket match, some boys they come to one party, some boys go for second party. Very hardly we see just for on coin basis. Even now we have this games, sports, with that intention to have a unity, peace. Why every time, Australia, India, there is a match between Pakistan, India. The purpose of these sports and games, the purpose of these Olympics, world level games, is to bring some sporty spirit, to bring some friendship relationships between nations. Many issues United Nations resolved, to be frank, but it failed in many aspects also. In July it is promoted, it is went on the discussion. In October, in 1945, this United Nations started in San Francisco. Of course, these details are, it's all other parts. After World War II, the nations got affected so much. That's why this United Nations started with 50 countries together. 50 countries. They all signed on this agreement. Yes, we should have a peace. Yes, we should have a cooperative spirit. Yes, we should be like a brothers and sisters. Oh, my dear brothers and sisters. Yes, with that notion it started. Then again, there is some more groups within that United Nations got started. League of Nations, European Union, UNESCO. Yes, like that some countries joined together and started some other unions within that United Nations. And we see even after that, Hiroshima, Nagasaki got affected. Even after that, there is a war, fights happening on the borders of the two nations. China, India, Pakistan, recently Hamas, Palestine. So continuously there are wars. Recently we all witnessed Russia, Ukraine wars. United Nations, they tried their level best to bring the situation under the control. But it's could not happen. So let's discuss why it happened. Why it happened. Prabhupada, he speaks in Delhi in his lecture on December 15th, 1962. He says, there is need of clue as how humanity can become one in peace, one in friendship, one in prosperity with a common cause. There is a need of clue, Prabhupada says. Because United Nations started, but it could not fulfill the purpose. Prabhupada saying in the lecture, he says, there is a need of clue. Everybody is looking for some clue on what basis the all nations can come together, stand together. Prabhupada is speaking. But everybody is thinking so much, everybody is doing research so much, but they are not finding out this clue on what basis all the nations can come together. What is that common cause? Because after starting, there are other common causes they figured out. Some countries, oh, we are all European countries, we should all stay together. Oh, we are all Asian countries, we all should stay together. You see? Purpose for what it started, it got units, it got divided. It is said, united we stand, divide we fall. When we are united, then we all stand together with a common friendship, peace, love, prosperity. We can grow each other, help each other and grow each other, countries levels. But it failed just because it failed in finding out what is a common cause, what is a common clue, what is a common platform where we all can come together in factuality. Then Prabhupada goes on, he continues. That's why he says, there is a need of a clue as how humanity can come in one in peace, one in friendship, one in prosperity. Prabhupada goes on saying, Srimad Bhagavatam will fill that need. The common cause is Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is not just literature, it is a same Krishna. Now one may think, oh, Prabhuji, sir, you are bringing nations in God perspective? Yes. This is a common cause. This should be the common cause. Otherwise, people have various causes. No, sir. If you go in religious way also, there are conflicts. Who is the God? Who is the God? So Srimad Bhagavatam is a perfect theistic scientific presentation of who is God, how He created this world, what is the purpose of this creation, who are we, how we can reunite with Krishna. This is like a superset of all the religious subjects. Srimad Bhagavatam is superset of all the religious subjects. So there is no conflicts between who can be the God. There is no conflicts between which can be that religion. Yes. Srimad Bhagavatam says the real purpose of religion, the purpose of Srimad Bhagavatam is to bring love and prosperity for everyone in this world. Not just human beings, for every living being, even for ant, even for horse, house, every living beings. Prabhupada says Srimad Bhagavatam will fill that need, for it is a cultural presentation for the re-spiritualization of entire human society. Other religious people, we are not finding a fault with them, but there is no much clarity, there is no much purity, there is no much, practice, there is no clarity, there is no purity much. But Srimad Bhagavatam fulfill that needs. So to be frank, to answer the question, yes, United Nations got failed. We can witness that. Many wars happened, many conflicts going on. Still, it is getting continued. There is internal wars on the basis of oil, on the basis of rivers, on the basis of territories. There are wars going on. That's why we can say United Nations failed. Why it failed? because it found out the clue which is not actually true. They created this on the basis of human form, human body. Oh, within that, European countries, Russian countries, Asian countries, it is still on a bodily platform. It is because on the bodily platform, United Nations got failed. But Srimad Bhagavatam brings every living being on the spiritual platform and re-spiritualizes the whole humanity in terms of connecting with one Supreme Lord. So Prabhupada says that Srimad Bhagavatam can fulfill that need, that clue, what United Nations is looking for so many years. But if you propose this, there are definitely people who will dispose it. If you propose this, definitely there are people who are ready to dispose. Recently, in G20 summit, Narendra Modi, he represented our India with having one goal, that is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We have shown our cultural, did our cultural presentation. When all over the world people came to India, we shown how our India is standing on one platform, which is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Because we have this principle of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, we are giving a space, facilities for every kind of religious people in the world, in India especially. Other countries, other religious people, their own religious people, they are not safe. They are not safe. But India, every religious people, every group, they are safe. Why? Because we consider everybody as brothers and sisters. Yes. So that was very much successful recently in the G20 summits. So this Srimad Bhagavatam can fulfill that need, what United Nations is looking for. That is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. On a spiritual platform, we are all children of God. We are all brothers and sisters. Not just human beings, but even animals and plants. Yes. It can re-spiritualize. This Srimad Bhagavatam can re-spiritualization of entire human society. So that's how Prabhupada very confidently, strongly he says, this Srimad Bhagavatam can bring all the nations together, help each other, support each other, cooperate each other and grow each other. Hare Krishna. So any questions, comments, devotees, what we discussed today?